Now this right here, maybe we want to be like drop. Sorry.
Just see those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting-a-ting-a-ling. I'm on to lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
Hey y'all, I'm Gland Up D. Thanks for tuning into my video. This is my SLAYMAS series where I'm uploading a different Christmas look for the 25 days of Christmas. Today is day 5. This look is the Nightmare Before Christmas, Jack the Skeleton. If you want to see how I achieved this look, please continue on watching.
Okay, so starting out, I'm going to outline like my face and the body area, which is like going to be the neck part and his suit. Okay, now to start filling in my body paint, I'm using the black from the Athena makeup palette from the You Can Be, and this is what I'm going to use to fill out like the area that's going to cover the outside of my look. Okay, and now I'm switching colors and I'm going to use that white from that same palette, and this is what I'm going to use to fill in the shirt and really the rest of his face and the neck part. So the setting powder that I'm going to be using on top of my paint is the setting powder that came with the paint. It's the You Can Be translucent powder, and I'm going to press this on the powder, the paint every time I set it down. And on this white part, I'm going to go in on top of that powder with my Makeup Revolution translucent setting powder because it just gives it more of a white tone, and I just like pack it up there for real. Okay, so for this part I mixed 2 colors. You guys can already guess what colors I mixed. So now so I mixed the black and the white paint to create the gray, and this is what I'm going to use to fill in my suit. So to outline my suit, I'm going to be using the eyeliner pencil from CoverGirl, and this is what I'm going to use to draw in my details. To add shading, I'm using the black from the Nikita Morph palette, and I'm just going to be pressing this on the, the outer of my suit to give it some more shading dimension on the outside, make it look like realistic or whatever. So I went in and finished one side because I wanted to see like what type of shading I wanted to do, like how I wanted the look to look like. So the first thing that I did is I went in with my small detail brush and I used the black, well, it's not even black, it's a dark brown from the BH Cosmetics Ultimate Neutrals palette, and this is what I used to go over the line that I drew. So after I laid that straight line foundation down, when I mean foundation, I don't mean like foundation you put all over your face, but like the start of how I want my shading to go. Then I went from the beginning of the color and started dragging it out and adding more color so it can make it more depth, like to give the color more depth. Okay, so I switched my brush out and I started adding more black from the Nikita palette just to bring out that shading a little bit more. And then in that same palette, I went in with that dark blue. And I'm going to use that to soften up the black so the black won't be too harsh and won't be coming down too far. Now I'm going to fill in the rest of the suit. I'm going to be using the same colors and the same technique throughout the whole blending process. Okay, we finally made it to the actual detail part. Yeah, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning at this point. At this point, I've been doing this look for so long. The paint is already rubbing off and cracking. It's just super ghetto. But, you know, I'm still about to go on and finish this look because I've been at it for too long now. But I am using that white from the You Can Be Athena paint palette, and I'm just going to be drawing his lines that's on his suit all around. So I don't know if I was getting tired or what, but I could not make this side the same as the other side. Like I literally forgot how I drew my lines, y'all. I forgot if I did it slanted. Like I literally could not figure out how to make my lines the same as the other side. I'm just making my TikTok right here. I'm so cute and tired. Follow my TikTok, y'all. Follow my TikTok. Okay, so now I'm drawing my cat piece. This is a little chain like bow, whatever it is called, on top of his suit or whatever. But that's what I'm filling in using my CoverGirl Intensify Me eyeliner pencil. So I tried to use the eyeliner pencil and it just wasn't giving me like a thin enough line, so I went in with my makeup palette instead and I used my detailed brush. So to fill in my cat, I'm using that black from that paint palette. So like I said in the beginning, every time I place the paint down, I am going to go back on top of it and set it with that You Can Be setting powder and go back over it with some more paint and then set it again. I feel like it gives it a more vibrant look. Yeah, I love The Nightmare Before Christmas so much, and I'm just now realizing when I was doing my makeup that these lines just coming from his neck piece are the whiskers for the cat, y'all. I'm so slow. If you already knew that, let me know down in the comments. If you just finding that out, let me know also. But I am using my NYX eyeliner, and that's what I'm using to draw my whiskers on my neck piece. I like saying neck piece, it make me feel gangster. It's like I'm playing. Okay, so now I'm just outlining the face features, like his nose, which is like he's a skull, so it's really just like 2 circles above my nose. And this part was actually kind of difficult, so y'all gonna see that it took me a good time to get my nostrils even, and at the end it still wasn't even. Okay, so now for the eyes, I'm gonna, using the same eyeliner pencil, and he has like a grin, like a mean grin on his eyes, and that's what I was trying to draw. And I was having issues with this too, because I don't know, y'all. I was just having issues with this look for real. So this is really self-explanatory. I'm just filling in the rest of my face with that white from the Athena palette. So my eyes were not blacked out enough to my liking, so I went on top of that black paint with some black eyeshadow from the Nikita Morph palette. So this is the palette that I'm using to add some detail. Yeah, I cannot find a good picture of this palette online, but this is how the colors in the palette look. And I'm going to be using these 3 grays to go in and add my what I'm going in to add, my details or whatever. So I lied, because sometimes I just be lying for no reason. I'm using the NYX eyeliner, and that's what I'm going to use to draw like my eye details first, like the little eyebrow thing, his eyebrow mark that's coming out, and then like the little line bag that he have up under his eyes. Okay, so now I'm using those grays that I showed. Those are the grays that I'm using to blend up under my eye and to blend on top of his eyebrow. And also, while I was like blending out up under my eye, I was dragging that gray down. That's why I want my shading to go down. And then I went in with some white paint to clean the to clean between the area, so it won't come off as like gray. Yeah, at this point, I'm so happy that I was coming to the end of this look because y'all don't know. Y'all don't even know. But I'm using the black from that palette, and this is what I'm going to use to draw my mouth. This has to be like one of the easiest things of the whole entire look. So this part was a little tricky, and yeah, it was just tricky because I didn't want it to be like just straight lines because that's whack. So I wanted to do like a little triangle shape and then do a little triangle at the bottom, but my brush was not giving some fine detail. I don't know what she was on, but she was not working with me, so my teeth came out how they came out. Okay, so I'm going back into that BH Cosmetics, the 120 color palette, and I'm using that light gray, and that's what I'm going to use to add some more shading on my shirt. I'm going to be adding that color on the outer rim, and I'm going to be doing it in like in a circular motion so it can make my blend a little softer. Okay, so now I'm going back up to finish my mouth, and of course I'm using that same paint. I'm just going to cover my lips. If my lips appear a little chappy, it's just the paint. Well, it's my chapped lips peeking through the paint, but let's just blame it on the paint. So I wanted my mouth to be a little bit more like darker with the black, so I didn't go in with the black paint. I went in with my black NYX eyeliner instead, and that's what I'm putting in the middle of my mouth right now. And yeah, I'm just going to go in with the same technique that I used to do the part of my mouth that I already finished, and I'm going to finish that on top of my lips. I was really liking how dark this eyeliner was coming up, so I continued on and just went over the mouth part that I already did that's on my cheek area and went back over that with the eyeliner. This part is both my favorite part and my least favorite part. It's my favorite part because after I'm done outlining, it brings the whole look together. It's my least favorite part because I do not have a steady hand. And every time I say that, people be really surprised. But yes, I do not have a steady hand. But I am using my NYX eyeliner to outline my whole entire look. Okay, so I'm using a dark gray from that same BH Cosmetics 120 color palette, and I'm just really pressing it in, or sliding it in. I don't know what I'm doing. Y'all see what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. I'm just putting some shading in between my teeth.
Now this right here made me want to be like drop. Sorry. No, but for real, y'all, like, look at this. Are y'all seeing this? Are y'all really seeing this right now? This is lit. I did that. I did. And it is 8:30 in the morning. I started this look at 3 o'clock and it's 8:30 in the morning. If you like how this look turned out, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your post notifications on so you don't miss another slay. And I will see you guys in my next video.